Duke Franz of Bavaria hosts a concert in Munich. The Crown Prince couple of Norway visit Berlin, Germany. Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark makes an announcement in Copenhagen. And RVD releases 8 new portraits of the King and Queen of the Netherlands. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Friday, November 10th, 2023. This morning in Amsterdam, RVD released 8 new state portraits of their Majesties King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. The images were taken in early September 2023 in the Gallery Hall at Paleis Noordeinde on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of the King's accession by famous Dutch filmmaker and photographer Mr. Anton Corbijn. If his name sounds familiar to you, Mr. Corbijn's work is well known in the art and music scene, beginning in the early 1980s when he photographed a new singer by the name of Kim Wilde. From there, he worked with the late great Miles Davis. Singer Peter Murphy, oh, I love his music, Bauhaus Forever, photographed the album cover for U2's The Joshua Tree and Rattle and Hum. David Bowie, legend. Joy Division, one of my favorite bands, and if you know who they are, you score major brownie points with me. Singer, writer, activist, and former lead singer of Black Flag, another favorite band of mine, Henry Rollins. And of course, Nirvana, with whom he directed the iconic music video Heart-Shaped Box. Mr. Corbijn also directed music videos for Depeche Mode, including Enjoy the Silence and one of my favorite songs of all time, Halo. And that's your music history lesson for today. In Brussels, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians held an audience with the CEO of the Federal Participation and Investment Society, Mr. Koen van Loo, and the Managing Director of the FPIS, Mrs. Laurence Bovy, at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. On Thursday, His Majesty the King received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the Kingdom of Belgium at Château de Laeken. The newly appointed ambassadors are from the Republic of Austria, the Kingdom of Norway, the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, and the Republic of Latvia. In the afternoon, the King held a meeting with the President of the Republic of Hungary, Ms. Katalin Novak, at Château de Laeken. In the evening, Their Majesties, King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, hosted a reception for heads of diplomatic and general council posts abroad at Château de Laeken. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg held an audience with the new governor of District 113 Luxembourg of the Lions International, Mr. Jean-Philippe Christian, and the former governor, Mr. Nicolas Blay, at the Palais Grand Ducal. The Hereditary Grand Duke has been honorary governor of the Lions Club Luxembourg since the death of his grandfather, Grand Duke Jean of Luxembourg, in 2019. On Wednesday, the Hereditary Grand Duke attended President's Day of the Luxembourg Confederation held at the BCEE. Established in 1909, the Luxembourg Confederation is an employers' organization consisting of 23 federations from the services, commerce, and transport sectors. The federation currently represents 1,800 Luxembourg companies. During the event, the Hereditary Grand Duke and guests listened to a speech by Professor Arthur Brice of the IMD Lausanne on the, quote, competitiveness of Luxembourg, making it possible to facilitate discussions between the members of the Confederation and their partners to develop their sectors of activity, end quote. On Thursday, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark visited the DTU Science Park in Hirschholm to meet with companies participating in the upcoming Danish Tech Challenge. The Danish Tech Challenge is DTU Science Park's growth program for hardware startups. Out of more than 100 applicants, the DTU Science Park and the Industry Fund select the 20 most promising startups for the program each year. Quote, the purpose of the challenge is to help startups develop their product and business, Participants receive a 360-degree business review, so they stand stronger in front of investors, partners, and future customers. End quote. During the visit, the Crown Prince met with startups working with, quote, solutions for everything from sensor technology in swimwear to nano-sized 3D printing. End quote. Huh. You know, I'm in the ocean every day surfing. I'm in a bikini every day or in a wetsuit, and I'm not so sure I want sensor technology in my swimwear. I mean, it's already bad enough I'm out in the middle of the ocean with sharks. And don't get me wrong, I love sharks, but sensor technology in swimwear? That's odd. Anyway, the winner of the Danish Tech Challenge will receive the Industry Fund's Entrepreneur Award and 500,000 Danish krone. In the morning, the Crown Prince made a huge announcement. No, he's not getting divorced. He announced that the registration for the upcoming 6th edition of the Royal Run is now open. Yay! The 2024 Royal Run will take place on May 20th, 2024 in various cities throughout Denmark, including Fredericia, Aarhus, and Copenhagen, Frederiksberg. The Royal Run is organized by the Sports Vision Move for Life in collaboration between the Danish Sports Confederation, the DGI, and the Danish Athletics Association. Regardless of one's age and/or fitness level, anyone can participate in the Royal Run. The purpose of the Royal Run is to encourage as many people as possible to participate in the, quote, sports community at their own pace and with their own individual goal, end quote, according to the official website for the Royal Run. The overall aim is to encourage people to be physically active. Amen. Last year, over 90,000 people participated in the Royal Run, which took place in the cities of Aalborg, Aarhus, Herning, Copenhagen, Frederiksberg, and Bornholm. On Thursday, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway visited Berlin, Germany. The day began with the Crown Prince couple attending a ceremony at the Berlin Wall Memorial on the occasion of the 34th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. In the afternoon, the Crown Prince couple held a meeting with the President of the Federal Republic of Germany, Mr. Frank-Walter Steinmeier, at Schloss Bellevue. The Crown Prince couple also met with the Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, Mr. Olaf Scholz, in the evening. On Thursday in Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden, as High Patron, held an audience with the Swedish Academy's Permanent Secretary, Mr. Mats Malm, at the Royal Palace. During the meeting, Mr. Malm formally invited the King to the Swedish Academy's festive gathering, which will take place on December 20th. Established in 1786 by King Gustaf III, the goal of the Swedish Academy is to promote the Swedish language and literature. Since 1901, the Swedish Academy has also appointed Nobel laureates in literature. In the afternoon, the King presided over the presentation of the Thinking Hand King's Scholarships, held inside Gustaf III's Museum of Antiquities at the Royal Palace. The Thinking Hand King's Scholarships is a cartoon drawing competition and exhibition for young cartoonists who work with, quote, visual representation in art, architecture, fashion, design, illustration, game development, or another related field, end quote. On Thursday, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco visited the Monnaie de Paris factory in Pessac. The purpose of the visit was to preside over the inaugural minting of a new collector's coin celebrating the 500th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Tordesillas on November 15, 1524, which was the Grimaldi alliance with Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor. According to the French newspaper Sud-Ouest, with the signing of the Treaty of Péronne in September 1641 between King Louis VIII of France and Prince Honoré II of Monaco, the, quote, currency of the Principality has the same module, fineness, and the same weight as a French currency, end quote. Since 1878, during the reign of Prince Charles III, Monegasque coins have been minted at the Monnaie de Paris. During the visit, the sovereign prince had the honor of striking the first of the Monegasque €2 commemorative coins for 2024. That's pretty cool. In the evening, the sovereign prince attended a gala dinner at the Palais de l'Élysée, hosted by the President of the French Republic, Emmanuel Macron, and his wife, Brigitte. The dinner was held on the occasion of the 2023 Paris Peace Forum. In Munich, His Royal Highness Duke Franz of Bavaria hosted a concert at Schloss Nymphenburg for family and friends on the occasion of his 90th birthday last July 14, 2023. Guests in attendance included Mr. Thomas Greinwald, the longtime partner of the Duke, Her Royal Highness Princess Sophie Alexandra of Bavaria, Her Royal Highness Princess Catherine Beatrix of Bavaria, and other distinguished guests. The concert performance held inside the Great Hall featured Miss Anne-Sophie Mutter, Miss Yi-Un Choi, Miss Hui-Yun Lee, and Mr. Lionel Martin. According to a press release, the concert is a birthday present that the Duke wanted to share with a small group of guests, and at the same time, a kind of final event in the celebrations surrounding his 90th birthday. Quote, "The Duke of Bavaria is deeply moved by the appreciation and connection shown to him and his family this year. At the same time, he is aware of the disruption of the peaceful atmosphere in Germany due to the outbreak of the Ukrainian war in 2022 and the conflicts in the Middle East in 2023. Thus, as he did on his 80th and 70th birthdays, he asked for donations to the Nymphenburg Aid Foundation in lieu of gifts." In addition to current projects such as in Ukraine and the focus on countries such as Romania, Albania, and Kenya, the foundation wants to support projects with refugees in Bavaria and expand its work to address the growing homelessness and poverty among the elderly. End quote. Her Majesty, Emerita Queen Sofia of Spain, attended the opening of the 10th edition of the Congreso Nacional de Alzheimer, CEA-FA, held at the Palacio de Congresos de Gijón. Organized by the CEA-FA in collaboration with the Asociación Alzheimer Asturias, the theme of this year's conference was Integrando la Innovación. And finally, on Thursday, Her Majesty Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom attended the 95th year of the Field of Remembrance on the grounds at Westminster Abbey. According to Buckingham Palace, the Queen, quote, planted her own cross of remembrance, following prayers and a 2-minute silence. The Field of Remembrance, an annual event, brings serving members of the armed forces, veterans, and forced families together on the grounds of the Abbey to remember friends, colleagues, and loved ones who lost their lives in service. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Saturday, November 11th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, happy Friday, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.